Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Remember and rise. If you found yourself here, the chances are you are navigating a remembrance of who you truly are. The chances are you are going through this awakening process, and I am here to help you with techniques, with tools, as someone who has very much walked this path. My name's Shauneen. I'm a spiritual development mentor, a psychotherapist, and I have come to this path from a completely different end of the track. So if you're interested in my story, it's pinned at the top of this channel. You can go back and have a look. I broke it into two parts, but let's get into it today. I want to talk about the effects that it has on your physical vessel and your mind as you're going through this remembrance process. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to list the main things that are happening in the body and the mind, and then I'm going to make some videos to go really deeply into those areas and going to create some resources for you to really support you. So if that sounds good, stick around. So we're going to talk about what is happening in the body. If you are experiencing this remembrance, if you're going through this awakening, this is so taxing energetically. And I'm talking about the energy, the physical energy that you're using to process and integrate this remembrance. So here's what's happening with the body. First of all, your cells are changing, okay? Your cells are detoxing to literally hold more light, more of who you truly are. The walls around the cells, they are detoxing to allow in more nutrients, because when you are going through this experience, your fuel, the fuel that your body needs, will increase. And we'll go into a really cool analogy that I was given by one of my mentors when I was waking up. So really taxing on the physical body, so you will notice that you are resting. When it was happening to me, I felt like, if you've ever watched Avatar, the movie, I felt, do you know the bit where they just they get their physical vessel unplugged and they just collapse wherever they are? That was what was happening to me. I was just crashing out in the afternoon. Thankfully, I was self-employed. And by the way, I navigated this 180-degree turn in my life as an independent mum with two really cool children, and it wasn't easy. It was definitely challenging, and it was my mentors that helped me get through that sane, and I now have two incredible, amazing young adults. So it is absolutely possible, and let's go into the next part. Your brain is rewiring. You are literally rewiring your brain to become more of who you are. Now, this is what's happening. You have neural pathways in your brain, okay? Think of the phrase, cells that fire together, wire together, all right? That's going to serve you throughout this. When you were small and learning to hold a cup, for instance, right? Learning to hold a cup, it took coordination, okay? So you had to form those neural pathways in your brain to lift the cup, take it to your mouth, sip the cup. Okay, now we pick up a cup of coffee, we get back, and we don't even think about it. But we had to create those neural pathways. And what is happening during this awakening is these neural pathways are being created. New neural pathways to help you have a better mental map of who you truly are. I was speaking to someone about this who's going through this process, and they were like, but I really quite like who I am. Like, what is this separate from me? And the analogy that came in is, think of it like this: it's new doors of you opening up within yourself. So you're not separate from this energetic being that you actually are. So you're not an energetic being within a physical vessel. You're an energetic being with a physical vessel, if that makes sense. And so the neural pathways are rewiring cells that fire together, wire together. And this brain circuitry is happening every time you have an insight, every time you have an aha moment. These neural pathways are being created and fired together. Think of, this is how I explain neural pathways to my clients, okay? Think of an old tractor. Okay, it's gone down the same farm road for years and years and years. The mud in that road knows the tracks well. The tractor wheels fit in, no problem at all. There's no effort. Wheels down the track. Wheels a Scottish word, by the way, just means going fast, okay? Goes down that road really, really easily. Think of your brain like that. So when you lift a cup of coffee, you don't need to think about it. Those tracks, those cells that fire together and wire together are already there, yeah? And when you're creating new neural pathways, the brain literally creates new tracks, okay? Think of it like that. So if the tractor was to be replaced or the wheels were to be replaced and it was a new track, a completely new track, then it would take the tractor longer to get down that farm road. But eventually, as the repetition, as it goes down those tracks, again, those tracks become embedded in the mud, and before long, the tractor is going down. So that is what is happening in your brain. If that helps, let me know in the comments. If not, I'll come back with another analogy. But that's what's happening, okay? So there's new connections being made in your brain, and this is expensive energetically. This takes up energy. That brings me to the fuel in your body. So you'll be needing more rest, because when you rest, your brain rewires really fast. It integrates all these incredible experiences, because as I say, it's expensive energetically, and so you will find that your body needs so much more rest. And if you're navigating this while doing a full-time job, looking after children like I was doing, just be really kind to yourself and recognise that you're in a very sacred process, and be kind wherever you can. So high protein, micro moments of rest. I'm actually going to create a yoga nidra for you, which is a really deep relaxation. A deep relaxation is equivalent to 20 minutes. A 20-minute relaxation is equivalent to 4 hours of deep sleep. So I'm going to create that, and I'll drop a link when that's been done. So that's what's happening in your brain. That's what's happening in your body. Your central nervous system, the part of your central nervous system, autonomic nervous system, is moving from different parts of the nervous system. Okay, so it's moving from the sympathetic to the parasympathetic. In layman's terms, that means it's moving from fight or flight to the rest and digest and relaxation. Okay, so that is very taxing on the body. So you can be feeling anxiety about these new experiences. You can be feeling tense and relaxed at the same time. It's a really interesting process, because here's the thing. Deep down, really deep down, a part of you already knew that you were an energetic being in a physical body. So there's a part of you, that's why I call this a remembrance. It's not a teaching, it's a remembrance. So you're going to oscillate between anxiety, fear, tension, relaxation, hysteria, laughter. You are not losing your mind, okay? I really want you to hear this and feel the truth of that in your body. You are remembering who you are. So if you're feeling like you need more rest, if you're feeling like the foods that you're consuming is changing, that's an intuitive nudge from your body. It's telling you, I need more fuel. Think about it like this, and I was given this when I was crashing out and eating like 2 meals at a time, and it was a really interesting time where somebody who didn't even know they had a soul. And my amazing mentor, I don't know if I've mentioned her, but the Karate Kids got Mr. Miyagi, and I got this incredible woman because she was absolutely amazing. And she said, think of a car, Shauneen, okay? So think about when a car gets a zooped up engine, okay? So your zooped up engine is your expanded awareness, your ability to see yourself, because your identity is shifting. So your ability to see yourself as someone other than just the physical body, okay? That's the engine, that's the expanded awareness, that's the intuition. So a car that's getting a new engine, the body work needs reinforced, and your body needs that rest, that new nutrition. It needs better fuel. The other thing that's happening with the cells when it's detoxing, and the subconscious mind as well, old shit is coming to the surface, okay? Because your engine cannot run on stale fuel. So I hope that helps you to understand and be so compassionate with yourself with regards to what is happening to your physical vessel, what is happening in your central nervous system, and what is happening in your big, beautiful brain. I'm going to break this down in the next few videos. I'm going to give you resources to really support you. So that is rest more when possible, put better fuel inside your body, deep breaths that will really calm the nervous system down and tell your body somatically that you are safe. Let me know if this has supported you. Let me know if there's anything else that you want to ask. I'll read the comments, I'll come back to you. And in the meantime, just be so kind and gentle with yourself. You're opening the door to the true self, and that takes time, that takes understanding, and that takes patience and compassion. I'm sending you so much love, and I look forward to reading your comments and look forward to seeing you on the next video. Mwah.